Today marks the 10-year anniversary of one of the best updates in GTA Online, in my opinion, from playing it all the way to launch back on October 2013 to now. I think that the Heist update has to go at the top of the list for best updates throughout the past decade in GTA Online. Or at the very least, it should be in everybody's top 3, top 5, or top 10 list. Especially with how important this update was for the game itself. Prior to the Heist update, Grand Theft Auto Online was receiving updates, smaller updates in 2014. By the way, I did do 10-year later videos for the 2014 updates, FYI. But this was the update that actually made GTA Online feel complete, whole, and added something that was much needed to the game since it launched back in 2013. The Heist update originally came out on this day, March 10th, 2015, for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PlayStation 3, along with the Xbox 360, and a month later when GTA 5 and Online launched on PC. The original plan was for Heist to be part of Grand Theft Auto Online when it launched October 1st, 2013, but there was some issues which caused the Heist portion of GTA Online to be delayed. Apparently, it was started and restarted a few times from 2013 all the way up till March 2015 because Rockstar wanted to get the Heist update right. In order to do that, they had to give something for all 4 players to do throughout the heists, and that was the main issue they were having, apparently, according to previous interviews. Now, when it comes to the heists themselves, we got Fleeka Job, which is the 2-person starter heist. That wasn't the issue. It was the other heists, which were 4 players. Rockstar had to come up with something throughout each setup and each finale for each player to do. But the heists included the Fleeka Job, Prison Break, Humane Labs Raid, Series A funding, as well as Pacific Standard, all of which could be accessed via the planning room at your high-end apartment. Key characters that you interacted with throughout the heists included Lester, Agent 14, Paige, Nervous Ron, as well as Trevor. The vehicles that came with the Heist update included variations of the Kuruma as well as the Armored Kuruma, the Costco, Velum 5-seater plane, Enduro motorcycle, Guardian, Gang Burrito, Boxville, Karen Technical, the Electro motorcycle, Insurgent as well as the Insurgent pickup, Valkyrie, Savage, and the Hydra. We also received the flare gun, which over the past several years has become quite useful when it comes to countermeasures in PvP lobbies. According to GTA Wiki, the Heist update also added over 100 clothing items, 68 outfits, as well as 42 masks. We also got the earpieces, night vision goggles, and rebreathers, which allow players to swim underwater for longer periods of time prior to the introduction of the scuba outfit a few years later. Along with the Heist update, we also got the introduction of the adversary modes. The first 3 were Hasta La Vista, Siege Mentality, as well as Come Out and Play. The Heist update also included some free mode activities, which unfortunately are no longer available. They were sunsetted on the PS3 and Xbox 360 when that version of GTA Online was shut down. They included Destroy Vehicle Target, Distract Cops, and Aircraft Takedown. We also got daily objectives, but unfortunately we were no longer able to access the DLC vehicles in Grand Theft Auto 5 Story, courtesy of the Heist update. Prior to Heist, in previous updates throughout 2024, we were able to purchase and try out the vehicles in GTA 5 Story mode prior to buying them in GTA Online. But as of March 2015, that is no longer the case. It's unfortunate that they no longer add the DLC vehicles to story mode. At the very least, there should be like a 6 to 12 month window where they're eventually added as quality of life content to story mode for us to purchase as Michael, Trevor, and Franklin maybe like half a year or a year later. Despite that con, in my opinion, regarding the DLC vehicles no longer being available in story mode, the Heist update made GTA Online actually feel complete. if you were playing the game back in that time period prior to the Heist update, then after the Heist update, you know what I'm talking about. It just felt like there was an important part of the game that had been missing since it launched back in 2013. GTA Online actually felt whole courtesy of the Heist update. And prior to all the businesses that would be eventually added to Grand Theft Auto Online, the Heist became the best way to make money in the game. Before Heist, the best way that we made bread was with the contact missions. I wouldn't say that the Heist replaced the contact missions completely, because we still played the contact missions back then to make money. It just added another option for us to make some dough in our Maze bank account in order to purchase all the new content that came with the Heist update. Especially if you completed the Criminal Mastermind Challenge and got that $10 million. That was like a ton of money back in the day, but it was extremely nerve-wracking and challenging to get through all the setups and all the heists without your character dying in order to accomplish that goal. But it felt really good when you finally did. A few years ago, I made a video about how I wish Rockstar would go back to rework heists, because they're not as popular as they once were. And all too often, you find yourself going into a heist with randos who may or may not know what they're doing, because not as many people play the heists anymore. Except for rare occasions whenever there's incentives to go play the heist, like double money for the finales. I highly doubt it'll ever happen, especially on the eve of GTA 6 launching probably this fall 2025, along with GTA 6 Online. But I always liked the idea of a quality of life update to GTA Online heists, reworking it to make it to where you could actually play the heist either solo or with like 2 players or 3 players instead of a mandatory 4 players for Prison Break, Humane Labs, Series A funding, and PAX Standard, and maybe make it to where you could actually do the Fleeca job solo. If you're interested in that video, I'll link it below in the description section. Now, when Rockstar was teasing the Heist update, they put out a couple of images, one of which was the rear of a helicopter that certain clickbait content creators at the time claimed was the Hunter, but it clearly looked nothing like the Hunter attack helicopter. And some of us were trying to tell them on social media, like, no, this looks more like the rear of a Hind attack helicopter. But they kept claiming that we were going to get the Hunter attack helicopter in the Heist update. But to be fair, we did eventually get the Hunter added to Grand Theft Auto Online a few years later. I still find it funny that there were creators out there that kept running with the Hunter coming to the Heist update narrative, even though there was proof that this helicopter wasn't going to be the Hunter. Mainly because it already technically appears in GTA 5 and online via one of the fake trailers on the television. Actually shows off the Hunter attack helicopter. But yes, there is a difference between the look of an Apache, aka the Hunter, and the Russian Hind attack helicopter, aka the Savage. But once again, happy 10-year anniversary to the Heist update. Easily probably my favorite update throughout the past decade in Grand Theft Auto Online. Of all the heists that came out with this update, which one is your personal favorite? And how would you rank the Heist update compared to all the other updates that have come out in Grand Theft Auto Online? Is it also at the top of the list for you? Top 3, top 5, or maybe in the top 10? Feel free and let us know below in the comments section.